Hello and welcome to my first video with voiceover. I'm aware of my accent and my voice, so please bear with me. This video is actually done on a request of a username, TastyBob83. I think we're running out of usernames on the internet, so people have to come up with all kinds of things. But this is just to showcase the project and the scale of it. That we're currently working on. I'm saying we because, well, yes, I'm the only person that does all the 3D things, but the ideas, suggestions, comments comes from Reddit, from YouTube, and other feedback I'm receiving. So I'm just saying we because I'm kind of working on it with community, which is definitely fun. So we start with the first one. Why is it on the legs and why is it so tall? Well, the idea here is that those silver barrels you see, those are actually engines that would allow the whole platform to lift up and relocate, and there is of course certain height to it, so we're having a ramp and a bottom ramp as well for the vehicles. Also, having a ramp is much easier than any kind of elevator, and definitely the traffic on the ramp could be much smoother than on the elevator. Hence the kind of not very steep ramp, I think it's about 13 degrees, that allows you to directly access the vehicle bay. So answering one of the questions, why is it so tall? It's basically because it's able to lift itself up, and of course we need a space for the engines. But let's go up this fairly bumpy ramp, and we're gonna quickly go towards the security gate. It's basically security, so in the future, if there are going to be any kind of security implementations in a game, this could be the section here when you're being searched for weapons or any kind of contraband. And from here, of course, we have a little outside area when people sinking somehow, and we're going to the first, the biggest entrance of the whole platform, to the vehicle bay. TEMP is actually abbreviation, it's actually acronym. It stands for Temporary Excavation Mining Post. Lots of people saying, oh, the structure doesn't look temporary. Well, it's not temporary structure, but the position or placement of it, location of it is temporary. So the idea is that this whole thing can lift itself up and move to another region of the planet or moon when the people can start mining. So the first section here is the rover bay, when you can, well, hopefully in the future you'll be able to charge or refuel your rover, but also all the hand mined minerals you'll be able to sell here at the consoles. There's 6 spots for this, 6 rover bays, so I think it shouldn't be too crowded. Over here we have 3 garages, total 6 garages, standard spawning vehicle location. So you can request your vehicle and you will spawn in one of these garages. We're having some adverts, some of those are designed by me. I think this kind of adverts definitely bring a little bit extra life to the space. Here we have a rock ramp, and this is a smaller ramp for the rock vehicles when you can actually come after your mining expedition and you can sell all the stuff you managed to mine with your rock. So it's separate than the rover. It's just a kind of a little bit separation. Over here we have actually medbay. We know that the medical gameplay is coming to the game, so we're looking forward to it. However, when I go inside, it's not much there, not much here actually, but it will be coming. We will be developing, we'll be working on that. Another area is over here, which is the VB command center. And this is basically vehicle bay command center. Maybe in the future there could be some characters there that can give you certain mining related missions. You can access it through those elevators. Here are the other 3 garages I mentioned before. So you can access to the top. I can do a quick trick by jumping there quickly, and you can see the view from the balcony. Inside the command center there's nothing at the point of time, but this is the kind of overview of the garage from this little platform over here. Below the platform let me just jump down right on the vehicle, is shuttle services. So the idea here would be that you can come here and park your rover and pick up your friends before you go for a mining expedition, or maybe it could be AI-driven rovers that you can basically jump in it and it will drive you to the nearest location. We know that the hand mining is one of the first profession that people starting in. Maybe they don't have the vehicles yet, they don't have spaceships, so they can use this kind of shuttle services here. And of course a little more advertisement here as well. So now we're gonna go up here. This is the area. Over there is also access to the refinery deck, which I'm gonna show in a second. So here it's basically a kind of a main foyer. Consoles when you can retrieve your land vehicles. And another kind of planet info screens that are basically spotted all over the place. There's one downstairs there as well. So let's take the elevator here to the landing and business zones. Okay, so here we are in the main terminal. So this is the elevators that we can take to access the vehicle bay. We have basically left and right wing of the terminal. Total, it's 10 landing pads that we can access. Of course, more advertisement. Also, there's some areas in the middle that can showcase new vehicles that being developed in a game. There may be something we can purchase, or something that we can basically have a look before we purchase, or even maybe an option to rent. Here is the normal landing pad. Let's go to the next one, where there is a little prospector here, about to land. So again, it's a mining focus of this whole platform. So kind of mining and bringing all kind of ores and mineable minerals is the main objective here. Of course, we're having two large landing pads for caterpillar size ships. So this is good. This will be more for maybe traders who will be visiting this kind of post. If we go to the other side, let's speed up a little bit here. If we go to the other side, it's basically a mirror of this other section, but here we have a instead of a rock DC, we have a rock standard ones. But here the idea is to showcase the paints or the skins that the CIG is developing. Again, something that you'll be able to maybe see life size, how the skin looks before you purchase it, or maybe they can share some of the skins before or for special events. So maybe something is happening around the event, or maybe some kind of a competition and everyone getting a free skin sponsored by somebody or event, and then you can pick it up from there. Again, model of mole for team mining. And let's go further in a terminal to showcase the kind of business focus area. So here, Nova Prime Corporation. It's abbreviation of NPC. We know that the possibility of hiring NPCs will be in the game. So this is just a concept of the kind of a small desk with a few consoles when you can hire NPC. You can maybe hire for work or for protection. And of course, some kind of a deal 2-for-1 always is good to have. On the other side, Space Panda. It's actually Asian food made by robots. A very nice model I managed to find on the internet. Kind of waiting classic terminal area with a big windows, and of course some seatings and adverts, of course, as always, like this one, rock and roll. Here, a bar. We know there's bar in the games. Will be there. Posters, you got a Dolivine and other shots based on the minerals you actually mine. Some kind of a little bit of fun designing those. On the other side, you got Borrow Till Tomorrow. It's a 24-hour ship rentals, and again, we have rental ships already in a game. But here the idea is that you actually see the hologram of the ship or of the vehicle you're about to rent, so you can actually see and preview it. Across all this platform, there are dispensers for oxypens and medpens, because safety first when you mine. So apparently they're supposed to be free here. Okay, so let's go now and let's try access the business zone. Okay, and here we are on the top of this tower in the business zone. Here, of course, we're having a demo of another ships that CIG will be releasing very soon. So it's very nice to see kind of this demo in a game, even if it's not a real ship, but just kind of a shape. Toilets, why not? More advertisement, a little bit of art. Here's the one of the skins. There was a Reddit poll to vote for your favorite skin. I managed to design a couple, and this one was the winner. Some kind of red, white, and black. So yeah, it's here. Okay, and we're back in here. Another bar. It's again with extra kind of lounge for sit down. Of course, a bit boring view, I know. I'm not a very environmental artist yet, but I'm learning. Defophobia. If you know what it means, maybe will make you laugh. You can Google definitely that. Over here, we have access to the business zone. That it's not ready yet, but business zones will be basically shops and all kinds of services we usually see on the stations. Across from here is basically a landing pad that we can. It will be like kind of a VIP landing pad, I would say, for this whole platform. You maybe can gain access to it based on the reputation you have. With the mining. And here are Kima, which is basically an apartment, so kind of a spawning point. So it's like a little hotel. We can jump to any floor. Let's try to jump to the floor. Can I? Here we go. Okay, I managed to jump floor number 8. Okay, I think there's 15 floors in total. Of course, you can take your elevator if that would work. And the lobby, it's very similar on every single floor with different characters. Those are actually different colors in Japanese. And if you go to any apartment, all the apartments are pretty much the same. So it's a small kitchen, a bed, and a little lounge with the wine cooler. And the last thing I would like to show is actually the refinery. So let's just quickly jump down. That's the way to do it. Let's go to this landing pad. Maybe we can just jump down instead of taking elevators, so we can actually have a little bit of a view here. So this is a whole platform that allows us to, focus on mining and excavation. Okay, so let's don't jump. Let's take a lift like civilized people. Again here, services, done and done. It's basically services for your ship, and again another small office of borrow till tomorrow. Okay, let's take the lift to the refinery. Okay, and here we are on the refinery deck. So this is the lifts we took to the basically. Oh, there's a pipe here, very top. So that's the windows and the hotel you can see over there. So refinery deck. Lots of cargo. We know that the cargo is going to be physicalized in the near future, so we can see all these kind of boxes here. Here is basically a rock vehicles, but they're kind of using a tractor beam to move the things around. So rather people lifting box by box, there will be hopefully some vehicles that can help us manage all the cargo. Cargo deck. Refinery deck, as we said, there's something missing here, some kind of a piece. I'll need to double check that. It's the same med bay, by the way, that you can entrance from the other side, which is the vehicle access, vehicle bay, sorry. And here is basically the same kind of refinery, as we say. So lots of pipes, lots of details, lots of things like that. And here is actually the entrance to the vehicle bay from the foyer as before. And I think that's it for now. I think we're way over 10 minutes. I do apologize for that. But feel free to watch other videos of this project and how it's going. Of course, submit your suggestions, your ideas, your feedback. always welcome. Well, thank you very much and have a pleasant day.